I've been coming to bring your song since it was in this room almost 8 years ago. It started I was in the house actually, right when you were getting out of the house. I remember that first day I came pretty vividly because Danny and I came from a random invite because we played a show at the Buzzbin, and John was there. He was working on a laptop or something, and he just came up, and like we had played like a half covers, half originals show, and we're just being goofy and like trying to entertain ourselves really. And he came up and was like, "Hey, you should come to this thing," and then we did the very next one, and that's where I met Spencer, who's now one of my best friends, and and I remember too coming back from that, and I had just moved back home after college. I remember just like being a little like overwhelmed by the feedback because I was like, man, this is the first time I've truly ever heard this sort of encouragement towards music. That felt so motivating in so many ways. What I think the thing that clicked is that before for me, so much of my motivation used to come from hearing the attaboys and the it's like I would never accept my own assessment of what I've done. I would always define how good it was based upon what I was hearing. I think when that didn't become so important, when I could endorse myself, it felt like pressure left. That was a foundational aspect that occurred to me in the last 2 years or something. And then also I've really messed with tunings where I'm still playing in standards and stuff, but I'm trying to suit my voice much more. Like before I didn't understand how to sing. I still don't think I understand how to sing like properly, but now I feel like I know how to put a melody and like make it intertwine with the music. Whereas before it was just like I felt like I was just shoehorning something in, and it feels like now it's much more intentional, and it's because I have the fluidity to like what I've realized about myself is I get caught on a melody. It's like this is the one I'm singing, and then it never used to matter that it wasn't in my register. I would just be like, this is the melody. But then like it would not, if it wasn't the right combination, it wouldn't work. And so now I'm just like, well, I'm not compromising on the melody, so I'll just move the key, and oftentimes I step it down because I got a baritone, and my voice is a little bit higher, so having that lower end with my already a little high voice, I feel like has just worked for me. And then those two things coming together have unlocked something. And like, personal stuff, like I feel just more solid as a human being now. Like I feel like I was going through the ringer a little bit with just living, and nothing, like life wasn't doing anything wrong to me. It's just I was screwing myself over time and time again. So just getting older too has been so beneficial.
Let's say there's a bunch of roosters just all roosters. They're just all over the room, but we had them listed by their names. Say I'd named all the roosters. Yeah, what would you call that index? Would be a rooster roster.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. Yeah.
See, here's the thing.